pretty good. Obviously. Yeah.
There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome everyone to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on last year's national champions, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Gamecocks will kick it away to start. He'll bring it out. It's Singh. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. A dynamic return, explosive, and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got his man.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Singh. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Wants to go up top on first down. They go to the wide receiver screen. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Shakes off the defender. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. The Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up. Intercepted, and the first drive in for the pick. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive.
Yeah, that's illegal man down the field anyway. Was that not an offensive lineman that tackled me, man? Like, come on, dog. Look.
Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Cook. It's a seam wide open. Inside. Touchdown, South Carolina. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
This offense is so good, man. They can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. He'll bring it out. It's Singh. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. So here is the Tennessee offense. And, boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Makes the catch. It's Singh. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
And the Volunteers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
Gonna look downfield again. Snagged in the middle. It's Poole. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
Obviously, third downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the first down, moving the sticks, fresh set down, continue to wear on
What are you doing?
They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
That's a pretty impressive throw, man. That's given me Peyton Manning to Peerless Price memories back when I was watching them, playing against them in college. That was a thing of beauty right there. There's a nice chemistry that this quarterback has with his group of wide receivers, and you see that in the timing of these throws.
Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
He'll pull it on the read. Got a little space. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
The Vols have it with a first and goal. Direct snap.
Where is my safety
He
going?
steps and powers and works his way. They finally get it down at the
Like,
2.
who over there? Like, who is over there? That is terrible, dog.
Second and goal for the offense. Trying to punch it in. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that too. Get the quarterback on the move.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open, I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got him downfield. And the Gamecocks want to move quickly. Wants to fire on second down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there.
Damn, damn ball. What are you doing?
Man, you've seen this formula work at all levels.
How y'all out blocking a dude?
His numbers start to drop. Not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
The Gamecocks come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. It's picked up. Don't see that very often.
How are y'all not blocking niggas in the middle?
After the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Like, block the niggas in the middle and lead the dude off the edge free. How dumb are y'all?
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out, and a chance to go on top with this drive. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Rock. Turning it on. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Line is set on third down. While we're only only through one. These quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
And the Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quarterback making checks. He's going to throw it from his own end zone. Caught over the middle. It's Cook. Good, solid tackle.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
The Gamecocks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Nigga, go pick the ball out. Why you tackling?
Windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership. Come out here, lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
That's caught. It's Daniels.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Finally brought down the with the return. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's blocked. They get him out of bounds, couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Throws to the wideout.
Why don't they play the ball on this game? Everything is playing the man. Like, put that back on the game. Like, why are you playing the man when the ball is way overthrown?
Because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
And the Vols looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Taking it the other way. Touchdown Gamecocks! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
And that's going to make the defensive coordinator happy because he's just hoping his defense can get off the field there on 4th down. Just get a stop, get a tackle, bat the ball away. We're going to pick it off, and we're going to take it to the house. Great play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Clemson made it look easy, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Tigers. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. So here is the Tennessee offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Makes the catch. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now becomes, we're going to go for it on 4th down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass.
Oh!
And wins it incomplete.
That's my pick.
I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To the air on first down. Under fire. He makes the grab. Breaks into the open. The tag. Touchdown Gamecocks. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing.
Big stupid dude move.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Works the middle of the field. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Volunteers in the hurry up.
It's a nice job running the end route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Singh. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Rock. And he is just engulfed in the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave nothing to them.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Despite coming up short on the previous two fourth-down attempts, this offense will try it here again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that ball's free behind the line. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, the offense is coming off the field. They didn't have enough yards to get that first down anyway, but by putting it on the ground, they killed any shot at maintaining this drive, and now their defense has to take over in a sun-shaped situation.
First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Wants to throw on first down. Punts it out of the air. At the 45 on his way. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Looking to throw on first down. It's complete. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Might be changing the route. They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, South Carolina.
We'll see.
And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield on first down. Dances away to buy time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
And the Volunteers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. 2nd down coming up. Looking downfield very late in the half. Moves away as he feels pressure. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. Make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Here's the handoff. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Vols will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out.
Number 23.
Catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O.
Had it.
Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on first down. He lets it fly. Makes the grab.
Oh, he got out.
Almost took it all the way there, but
did he step out?
Huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I think he did. Yeah, he stepped out.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Got him.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Vols will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. He's got the back in the middle. On the move at the 30. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Cook. He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. First down here for the offense. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Finds a man on the left. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep shucking.
Gets it out quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Quarterback may change this route. Hand off from the shotgun. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Unloads it left. It's complete. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Let's go. Let's get that touch. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Gamecocks!
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the upright. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. LSU delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Baton Rouge. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the SEC. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They go to the ground. Runs through a tackle. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Wants to go up top on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches. But you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man, or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. The Volunteers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll go to the air. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And I like the alertness by this defense. First and goal, usually a running type situation. They were ready for the pass, broke on the football, and that could have been a huge play for this defense.
Here comes the heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Now, I wonder if the offensive coordinator is wishing he would have tried running the football a couple plays ago because the windows are so small to throw into down here. You've had an incompletion. You've now given up the sack. It's going to make this third down really tricky.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? Looking for the touchdown on third and goal. Slips a tackle. Buys a little extra time. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown ball!
And that's the hardest part about playing a mobile quarterback. It's not the first play. The first play was a pass. It's the second play where he decides to pull it down, Jesse, becomes a running back, and makes something happen.
You're right, David. That's why so many coaching staffs now are trying to recruit dual-threat athletes at quarterback because of situations just like that. Down in the red zone, nobody open. You're not just going to throw it away and be okay kicking a field goal. You're taking off, and you're going to capitalize with a touchdown.
We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Now just about ready to snap it to start the 4th. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And he's not going to take the touchback. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you could just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cook. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. This dude is putting up numbers. He just cracked the 150 mark in receiving yards.
Man, he's a weapon, Reese. He runs routes, he's fast, he's great with the football in his hands, and he can line up in a lot of different spots and run the entire route tree. I mean, what can this guy do?
Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. This guy is doing work on the outside, and the sweet toe tap to stay in bounds there.
How about the sweet feet? I mean, it's so hard to know where you're at on the sidelines and have good body control, and you could tell he did. Gets the feet down, secures the catch. That is a nice catch. Nice footwork, young fella.
Nigga, where you throwing the ball?
Can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has...
Hey, look how these DBs just play the... They don't play the ball, they play the man. Like, that is... Man.
You know the quarterback. He's got like a sonar on him. He's always aware of where he is, and I like the idea. I'm going to keep throwing this guy the football and see if he can get another touchdown.
It's caught downfield. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive. They've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. He might want another play. Back to pass on second down.
Pass interference.
Really wanted to
Damn.
get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
Complete on third down. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they take it in for 6 more points. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's going to bring this one out. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect that. They're going to get him for a safety, tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The offense changing the play. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Makes the grab. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
And let it rip, young fella. I mean, closing in on 450 yards, throwing the ball early and often with a lot of success.
Looking to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, South Carolina. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. The lead gets bigger here in the fourth quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Kentucky needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Lexington behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Rutgers. Any change of momentum, any notable highlights from Mountain West country, we'll let you know, fellas.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Boy, that's one of those where you're breathing a big sigh of relief. That ball could have been intercepted, and worse, could have been intercepted and housed, but offense caught a little bit of a break. Nice play by the defense, but the offense glad to punt in this situation if they want to punt.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's open on the right, and he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, this quarterback has a ton of confidence in his wide receivers to win one-on-one, and you're not going to get a bigger opportunity to prove that than on that 4th down. That was a throw vertically down the field. Not an easy one to complete. He just knew where his guy was going to be and when. Stuck it right on him, and they keep the drive alive.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And the Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Daniels. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down.
Torn pectoral.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Giving me a crazy injury like that.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. First play of the drive will 9-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop.
Fires to the right. The short hands. It's Cook. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. To the air on first down. Unloads to the right. Got his man downfield. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. So they're closing in on a solid top 25 win for the resume, in addition to holding off any thoughts of an upset.
Well, they were very anxious and eager, too, to make a statement to the entire country just how dominant they were. They have so much confidence in themselves. They wanted to prove it to everybody else. They wanted to prove it to their opponent here today. They dominated in all three phases.
And now they put the college football world on notice. That was a nice win. You get these top 25 wins, they're big for your resume, big for your confidence, and everybody else starts to look at you a little bit more seriously.
Throwing right. And the DB making
what's
a
up with
huge
the
play,
inaccurate
knocking
throw,
it away downfield.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. He's got him. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. It's complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got it on the run. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? Looking to throw. Buys a little time. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Come
And
towards.
how about this offense? They're
I
not
hate
worried about
when
the
they
clock.
do that.
They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
All right, as soon as I decide to throw the ball, he wanted to come down.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Making side adjustments here. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Let's it go to the end zone. Got his man. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level.